Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please?
You're listening to the Yank and Kiwi podcast. Available everywhere on the net.
And welcome all! Welcome to episode 16 of the Yank and Kiwi podcast. Yes, that is correct. We've made it to episode 16, big 1-6, and that's all because you guys are the best audience on YouTube. You guys tune into this podcast week after week, and we are grateful to it. How you doing? I'm awesome, and I am your host, Brett, the handsome and charismatic one. And filling in for Sam, the funny one who never shuts the fuck up and makes fun of the fact that I have a receding hairline, my fashion sense, and a bunch of other shit.
I'm Deantay, and I'm the one who has a boring taste in drinks, as we all know.
And joining us is our mutual friend and probably one of the best motherfuckers you can call as a friend. And I am really sucking at introducing him. Dude, you just take the floor.
My name is Curt, rhymes with dirt, shirt, squirt, hurt, all that shit. That was a terrible intro. I can honestly say that I have lost all respect for you, and I already know Deantay because he's a fucking piece of shit, but, you know, I love him anyway. And yes, he really does have a drab, boring taste in drinks. You need to, step your game up, bro. You need to get yourself some fucking, some Smirnoff Ices, some Zimas, some Four Locos, maybe some cyanide special brew, fucking juice it up, dude. Fucking get it all flavorful up in this bitch. Maybe even fucking go on a wild card and fucking get yourself some Bartles and James, throw some fucking Skittles in there, mix it up, man. Get the flavors going. Don't be this drab fucking stupid asshole who doesn't like to try new things because you know what? It's disrespectful to the alcohol culture. Just saying.
Put a hand together for Curt. That was fucking brilliant. That was amazing.
Do you know how much you sound like that guy off Gangs of New York just then?
Which?
I go with the voice and see if it fucking sticks, and then go from there, basically.
This was just amazing. That was amazeballs. I'm completely floored by that. We should feel honored to have Curt on this podcast.
You should, yeah.
Yeah, and also if you guys aren't subscribed to Curt's channel and or Deantay's, you fucking should sub to them right now. I don't care if you get. Yeah,
and by the way, no, talking about, is this a crossover episode? Because it's a crossover of a crossover. I've worked with this asshole Deantay before. I got a fucking LP on my channel of him and I doing Resident Evil 5. That fucking piece of shit brings back fond memories of fuckery.
Quick time events.
Yeah. Now, as is our custom on this podcast, let's open the floor with what we've been doing for this past week, and as Curt is the guest, he gets first grabs.
Well, besides furiously masturbating into dirty socks that I find around my room, I can't really say that I've been doing much. Little editing here, little editing there, popping the occasional Molly and just getting fucking blasted, bruh.
Why don't you tell the good people listening what exactly it is you're working on, man?
Just some videos and stuff. I make gaming videos on my channel. As of late, I've been trying to take a new direction with it and maybe, cut it down to the more interesting bits, maybe throw in a little bit of creative editing, and yeah, I mean...
Basically throwing a Nazi pug, and Curt is the Count Dankula of gaming.
Something like that. Not so much on the dankness. But I do deliver some spicy memes occasionally, here or there.
That you do.
I love Count Dankula anyway.
I like Count Chocula. He's pretty dank.
Yeah.
Only one time a year you can get it, though. That's bullshit.
Yep, that is true.
Why is that?
Because it's a
Halloween thing.
Okay.
It's always been that thing. Same with Frankenberry and Booberry.
Yeah, we don't get any of
Blueberry.
those here.
Blueberry can fucking munch my chode.
I like Booberry.
You know what also you'll probably like? My gooberry. Kabam. In your face.
That's the line he uses just to pick up all the chicks, guys.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And it works, like, 100% all the time.
Really, because I've been listening to The Dick Show, and I've been told that if you want to get a woman's attention, you ask her about her shoes.
Oh, yeah, go ahead, yeah. But, you know, personally, if you're a fucking artard fucking doofus, then yeah, you ask her about her shoes. You know, you need to go in there and you need to talk about that ass. Because if you don't talk about that ass, then you're not going to get anywhere. Just saying. And this is coming from somebody who respects women.
He does. He is a gentleman of the highest caliber.
I am a gentleman, you see.
All right. Enough of Curt running his mouth. Let's move on to Deantay.
Well, I've just been working on my own videos, my Anime Origins project, and I had the unfortunate misfortune, don't ask me how, of seeing Ghostbusters 2016, and it is...
What? Well, I mean, I haven't seen it. I made a point of it not to see that shit.
Murgatroyd, why would you watch such a thing?
I was at a neighbor's barbecue, and they put it on for the kids, and I couldn't really escape the room.
So you just fucking sat in the corner, drank, and cried, didn't you?
Those
Well, I was drinking, hoping to go into a coma.
Oh, okay. Well, what was it? Yeah, your plain old fucking Jim Beam, like always, sir.
Yes, it was, sir.
You boring asshole.
Yeah, fuck you too.
Motherfucker,
But anyway.
those kids need to be taken from their parents and put into foster care or whatever New Zealand's equivalent is, because any parent that shows the 2016 version of Ghostbusters is a bad parent.
Now, personally, Deantay needs to be fucking put in a retirement home for fucking drinking that old man liquor and shit. I'll fucking put on some fucking Lawrence Welk for you, get your Metamucil going and all that shit, and yeah. I'm playing on the whole "you're uncool" meme, and
Yeah, that's fine, go for it. That's fine. But I tell you what, if you've heard it's bad, it's fucking so much worse than I expected. It is an absolute fucking piece of shit. Like, I've seen the Red Letter media reviews.
Me too.
And I think they were fucking too generous on it.
really.
I think that was all I needed to see.
Yeah, it's fucking, as bad as I heard it was much worse singing, I'll fucking tell you that.
You know, I like contrary to popular belief, I hate like playing games or even just like seeing movies that, you know, I know that are going to be bad. Not like good bad, but like just bad. It puts me in a fucking bad mood, like straight up, dude. And I could only imagine.
Getting blackout drunk could not make that movie watchable, man.
Speaking of watchable, Deantay, did you see that fucking Death Note movie yet?
I have not. No, not
Oh,
yet.
wow. I got two fucking people in here who have not fucking seen the Death Note movie. And you claim to be fucking weeaboo fucking tards, man.
No, we have never claimed that.
Oh,
Never
whatever.
claimed that.
Anime origins, all that jazz. I'm pretty sure if someone threw your Dakimakura up against a fucking wall, that shit would shatter like nobody's business.
Probably.
For the record, I have moved beyond anime and into the realm of tabletop RPGs.
Oh, so like your dick has gotten smaller, is what you're saying.
Can't win with this guy, Brett. Don't even try.
I have an Irishman's dick. Even the small ones are considerably larger than your average males. I mean, haven't you heard Conor McGregor? We're half black from the belly down.
Oh, man. Well, if you ever want me to describe what a vagina feels like, just let me know. Yep.
Yeah. So I guess that's everything for Deantay. I guess I'll take over now. But yeah, I have actually started working on episode 2 of my Werewolf the Apocalypse series, which is going to be covering the Bone Gnars.
Bonars! Kimochi!
Yeah, they're a werewolf tribe. They're basically the perpetual Omegas in werewolf. They are... How do I put it? They're a bunch of vagrants, a bunch of gangbangers, a bunch of losers, a bunch of misfits. They're where the outcasts go if you can't cut it in a regular werewolf tribe.
Huh.
So gay.
No, that's the children of Gaia.
Oh.
The Bone Gnars are hardened. They're a bunch of street-level survivors and thugs.
Interesting.
Yeah, they're gonna be interesting to talk about.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yep, that is what's up. So, I told this to Stacy and Sam over Facebook a while back. One of my longest abiding wishes is to someday go to Burning Man.
Why? You could just not bathe for a week and you'd get the same fucking experience.
Perhaps, but something about it just tells me I'd be missing out on what could be a really cool adventure, even if it involves a bunch of drinking, drugs, and debauchery. And a bunch
I'd be like, man, my eyes are so dry. And then, somebody'd be like, here you go, dude. Gave you some eye drops and shit. And then you just pull a whole bunch in there and be like, dude, I can't believe you dropped that much acid. And then fucking cue the fucking heavy metal theme.
Yeah, and especially out in the Nevada desert with a bunch of pretentious hipster fucks making really shitty art.
I'm gonna fill my anus full of paint and I'm gonna fucking make an enema picture. I just made that up.
Dude, you might have just given one of the hipsters out here in Washington an idea, so...
If they haven't already done it.
Oh, God damn it.
Kill yourself, Curt. You gave a hipster an idea.
I will.
Yeah. And then I found out, do you want to know how much it costs just for one person to go to Burning Man?
How much?
$1,200.
1,200?
Damn.
Fucking hell.
You gotta be a fucking hipster on a pension to fucking get that shit.
Yeah, it's cost $1,200 just to go get wasted out in the desert.
Well, just imagine all the fucking different strains of herpes you'll end up getting if you go into the orgy pit.
Dude, I can do that just by walking into Portland.
True. That whole city smells like cum and shame.
And that's including the good parts of the city?
Well, no. At least the good parts of the city smells like butthole, you know what I mean? Like, just the downtown area smells like a fucking beach alley bum, that's been fucking crapped on and shit, just, fucking smelling like 2-day-old Taco Bell and fucking 40 ounces, maybe occasional fucking cigarette butt, mixed with fucking shame, cum, and just an overall fucking sense of, fucking low self-esteem, and just his well-being is just shot, and he's just like one fucking day close to just saying fucking jumping into oncoming traffic. That kind of shame. That kind of smell. Did I paint a very elaborate image for you people?
Very much so. I'll tell you what Seattle smells like. It smells like weed, heroin, and homeless people.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's the Pacific Northwest. Kind of has that fucking aroma.
All the way down to fucking California, which is weed, heroin, and God knows what else. No, wait, bunch of tacos because it's got all the Mexicans.
Oh, damn.
Yes, that's kind of show. We are that kind of show, guys. But hey, at least I'm not going like PewDiePie and dropping a racial epithet that I will not say because I do not want my channel getting DMCA'd, even though I don't give a fuck.
It wouldn't get DMCA. That's a copyright thing.
Right.
you'd get fucking whitelisted or whatever, or like you get a blacklisted. Yeah,
which is what I meant to say. Blacklisted. That is what I meant to say.
It's whatever. Like seriously, like it's not even that big of a deal. It really isn't. No. I mean, people are just fucking freaking out because it's just they're all fucking PC and shit nowadays and whatever. Like I mean, like iDubbbz fucking said it, and I'm pretty sure he did get some hate for that. But I mean, not to the degree, because it's like they're holding PewDiePie to this like high fucking standard. They're putting him up to this like fucking pedigree, like this pedestal.
Have they seen his fucking videos?
Right, and I mean his videos are they're pretty offensive. I mean,
you're putting.
What were you expecting?
And you have not seen his videos.
Well, I was watching something today where somebody was just talking about just the whole adpocalypse and stuff, and like they were brought up PewDiePie and stuff, and they're just it's not like really that they're pissed off about it. It's more, well, this could impact us and the website negatively, and we won't get any money for our videos. We'll get less ad revenue. Yeah. That's really what it is. That's what it boils down to at the end of the day. And you know what? At the end of the day, he didn't even fucking say it on the website. He was, streaming, I think, on Twitch when this shit happens. So it's whatever.
Whatever, yeah. Exactly, whatever.
And fuck the developers of Firewatch going out and saying, well, we're gonna fucking flag his fucking video because he said this fucking shit that I don't fucking like and shit. And it's like, you can't fucking do that because you just didn't like what he said. That's like, a false flag.
Yeah, I was on Twitter earlier today and I saw Giga getting... How do I put it? I'm not gonna say he's raising ire about it. It's just more like he's bemoaning the fact that PewDiePie is making life hard for the rest of us. Dude, quit Gigak. If on the off chance that you are listening to this, I highly doubt you are, but if you are, Google is not our friend. They don't like us. They don't give a shit about us. They want to fuck us. That includes you. My Oriental
I want
friend.
Google to fuck me, though.
Yeah. Google wants to fuck you, my Oriental limey friend.
What?
This has been the situation for years. I mean, this is just the recent activity they're doing, and a year or so from now, it'll be something else that they're getting videos for. So it never stops.
Well, I mean, you know what? I mean, people are just gonna bitch about Google no matter fucking what.
Yeah,
it's going to either be, now it's just, this is the fucking hot meme everybody's fucking jumping on the bandwagon for, is the adpocalypse or whatever. Thing is, I don't even fucking give a shit about the ads, to be completely honest, man. I mean, my channel is way too fucking small for that shit to even really impact me anyway. So I'm just going to keep doing what I'm fucking doing and just build my shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't even enable ads on my videos, so I can't. So it's like.
I do, but it's whatever.
Yeah, I mean, like on the one hand, let me put it this way: on the one hand, I'm all three of us. We are guys who don't depend on YouTube for our income.
No, we'd be fucked if we did.
Yeah, we don't depend on YouTube for our income, so we are obviously not gonna feel the brunt of this, but. Let's not kid ourselves. Once PewDiePie is gone, who do you think they're gonna go for next?
It's gonna be somebody else. Somebody else will be the fucking hot topic. But getting back to what I was saying, like everybody just said, well, I don't know what I'm gonna do about this adpocalypse bullshit, because they released this new algorithm or whatever, or it'll show if your video is ad friendly or not, and people are freaking out over that, but that shit has been happening for months. It's just you can see it happening now, and there's channels, I'm not going to name any names or anything, but they million plus channels just freaking the hell out, man. It's like if you're getting like 10 million views a month, dude, you're going to be fine. Yeah, you're probably going to, take a little bit of a hit, but you're not going to be this fucking starving artist that you're going to fucking make yourself out to be. Calm the fuck down, have a poop and a cigarette, crack a cold one with the boys, and just chill the fuck out, dude. Seriously, because and if it's really that much of a fucking problem, start streaming on Twitch, do something else, move somewhere, get a Patreon, do what you need to do in order to sustain yourself. If you feel that the income that you're not getting from your like tens of millions of fucking views a month, then, just seek different avenues, because this shit is not set in stone. YouTube is changing all the fucking time.
Yep.
So
That is true.
that's all I got to say on that.
Yeah, and I think we should probably bury that discussion, because it's obviously not going to be productive anyway.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, so, I guess where should we go next? Actually, I think if I remember correctly, Deantay was talking with me last week after we recorded the previous episode about possibly discussing how they were making movies out of old TV shows.
No, they're doing TV shows out of old movies now. It seems to be a new thing.
Well, like Bates Motel. That's the only thing I can think of.
There's Dust to
Off the top of
Dawn,
my head.
Fargo.
Lethal Weapon.
They're doing
The
a Lethal
Exorcist.
Weapon
They've done a
show?
Lethal Weapon. Yeah, it's been going.
Oh, I
it's
had
on
no
season
fucking
2 now.
idea. I don't watch like network TV hardly like at all.
I don't
Yeah.
either. I mean, like, why would you do Lethal Weapon? If you want to see what Lethal Weapon the show is, go watch Miami Vice.
Yeah.
I'd have to fucking get on Netflix right now to do that, but yeah. I don't know. Miami Vice is okay, I guess.
That is a-
Don Johnson, though, and those fucking different colored outfits that he had. And those fucking loafers, man.
Miami Vice is, along with A-Team, those are the kind of shows that could only be made in the 80s.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Did you see the episode when they had Red Brown on him and he was the motorcycle guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I unfortunately did not.
Well, I saw somebody's review of it.
I did speak. He does that fucking Red Brown. Well, he used to do that Red Brown.
Yeah,
thing.
he's done with that.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if he's done with making videos altogether.
He's gone crazy from what I've seen.
He still does live streams, but really what I think it is that he just can't fucking do it anymore. He just can't do it. That's really what I think it is. It's just it stresses him out too much.
Yeah, could be.
Given his history of mental health issues and substance issues, I'm not surprised.
Well, last
So,
I heard,
yeah.
he was on Twitter pretending to post as his dog or some shit.
Seriously.
Oh, he still does that. He still does
Yeah.
that.
Oh my
Oh,
god,
wow.
it's like,
Very sparingly, but usually it's just pseudo-political rants and stuff like that. Yeah, yeah. He's a real shit post. He's a real shit poster on Twitter. But
you can't make a career out of that.
well, all he does are live streams, and people don't seem to really like those. So,
Damn.
people do, like the diehards will watch it, but I'm just pretty much done.
I watched.
Hopefully I'll make something, whatever, but I don't know. I just don't think he wants to do it anymore. He just doesn't have, he just can't say it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, probably.
Too proud to. Yeah. Too proud to.
I'm just,
motivation.
Spoot, he's made some great content. He's entertained the hell out of me and all that stuff. A lot of people give him shit and shit on him and stuff. And, some of that is valid and stuff, but you're only hearing one side of the story.
That's true.
True.
So,
I think Mr. Medicare's video on it was probably about as an objective an opinion as we were gonna get.
probably.
Like Jim did make a crack a few jokes at him, but overall, from what I saw, Jim did not seem like he was trying to take the piss out of Spoonie purely. Like, he was trying to observe, like, where everything's gone wrong for him.
Well, and it's also hearsay, too. I mean, a lot of it is just, hey, this is allegedly what happened, And, I mean, some of it has been proven to be true, but, like, at the end of the day, I mean, only he knows really what happened.
True, that is all.
I'll tune back in if he decides to make stuff, but yeah, I don't know. Not a fan of his live streams.
And you're not holding your breath either.
Yeah, pretty much. So it's kind of like, I'm over it at this point,
Yeah.
I was pretty much over it when that all that shit started surfacing anyway. Just
Though the one person that Jim has completely changed my outlook on the most has got to be Linkara. I mean, after that video, you can never watch anything Linkara's made the same way again.
Well,
I never liked him anyway.
Yeah, that's pretty much didn't fucking change my opinion about him. I think Linkara sucks. Yeah. Sorry to any Linkara fans out there, but I just think his videos are boring. I'd rather watch fucking, I don't know, anything. I'd rather watch Ghostbusters 2016 than fucking watch.
No, you don't. No, you don't want to go there, man.
Yourself enough to do that, Curt.
No.
You don't know. You don't know my life.
Come on. Honestly, if I'm gonna watch a comic book channel on YouTube, I can watch Captain Cummings. I can watch Diversity in Comics.
How about this? I'll give you this. I'd rather watch Feminist Frequency. How about that?
Oh, oh my God! I think I might just faint. Curt has completely floored me. Although, the guy who's come out that Jim has covered, the guy who's come out looking the best so far is the guy I know the two of you like the least.
Angry Joe?
Yeah.
I never really liked Angry Joe. Just he's not my brand.
But yeah.
Probably the only person that I watch from that site still is the Cinema Snob, dude. Like, really. Like, if we're gonna be completely honest, it's the Cinema Snob. He still makes some good shit every once in a while. Not a fan of his midnight screenings, whatever, I mean, he has his audience for that, Sometimes I'll tune in just depending who's in the video with him, what movie is being reviewed or whatever. Sometimes it's it's interesting to get his take on certain things because I've watched him for so many years now. I kind of am able to gauge what he's going to say, but sometimes he takes me completely by surprise and stuff. And he's the only one that really still makes anything good on that site. So,
which is, last time I checked, its numbers are still sinking.
Yeah.
What, the Channel Awesome?
Yeah.
Well, that's nobody's surprise or whatever. I mean, shit, I haven't been to that website in years.
Yeah, me neither.
It's just.
I don't think I've ever been.
Yeah. In fact, I remember a couple months back, I think, or was it? Yeah, it was like a month or two back. Came across this guy called Extra Mana. He was doing a live stream with Iron Liz, and
who the fuck are those?
You would not know them.
Oh, okay.
Iron Liz used to be on Linkara's videos, but they were she told that basically. And I know I'm pausing and stuttering. I'm sorry, guys. Basically, what that guy with the glasses problem was is that it never really evolved past what it was. Like, she brought Red Letter Media as a much better example of how to run that sort of internet-based media company.
Well, and then there's that other dude, fucking Bennett the Sage or whatever. Fuck that greasy fat asshole talking shit, saying fucking Go-Go 13 is a male power fantasy or whatever.
Is he completely wrong about that?
Nah. Not really. Yeah, he fucks chicks and shit, but like he totally missed the point of that movie.
Yeah. Perhaps, but
I mean, it's based in the fucking 80s. I mean, what other freaking action movies you see that shit? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
Fucking lot of blood, lot of guts, lot of titties, whatever, dude. And besides, even if it was, like, who fucking gives a shit? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
Personally, if you look at the movie Golgo 13, The Professional, and look at Golgo 13 not really as a character, but more like a force of nature, and how his presence kind of affects everybody around him, you get this whole different dynamic to the film and shit. Like what he does to people, like how far he drives people to fucking get away from him, or how far somebody is willing to go just to fucking take him down. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I see what you mean. And if I seem to recall, I mean, like, how long has the manga been going again? It's like since the late 60s?
Yeah, something like that. It's the longest running manga in Japanese history, I think, manga wise.
Yeah, and as far as I know, like there's been like very little revealed about Golgo's past, like actually.
And I like that.
Nothing.
I like that a lot.
Yeah, I mean, like that's part of the appeal of the character. Like, there's so much mystery surrounding him.
See, if an American company like made a series based on that, they tried giving this whole fucking backstory and why is he the way he is? Maybe it was some like government program he went in when he was younger that made him this cold, calculated person that's devoid of emotion and shit. They would try and like explain that, but the creators of the manga, know that we're not fucking dumb, and it's like, you don't need to know all that shit.
Yeah, it's the same thing. It's like the same deal with the Shadow.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, well, difference is the Shadow does have a bit of an origin, but there's still so much of it that's like kept mysterious, so that there's still this element of mystery and mystique to the character.
See, I'm not too familiar with the Shadow, so I can't be like, oh, it's a really great point you make there, sir. I would just be fucking feeding you a line of malarkey.
I'll fully admit that everything I know about the Shadow comes from the videos Razor Fist has done on him. Yeah, me too. Actually, before even watching any of his videos, I just remember it as that shitty Alec Baldwin movie.
Yeah, that was fucking crap, bro.
Really?
And that there was a pinball game with the same license. And the pinball game is actually pretty fucking dope.
Well, it's better be. Oh, pinball's great.
It's dope. There's a video about it on YouTube. It's fucking dope. You ought to check that out. It's really fucking cool.
I believe you.
Because it's a really cool gimmick.
I believe you, man. I believe you. Yeah. Yeah. In other news, I don't know.
Brett's gay.
Yeah,
that's the news.
Besides
that.
You guys, I don't know how much you guys are kept up with WWE, but I just recently learned that Asuka, who's now holding the record for longest serving women's title reign over on NXT, is jumping over to Raw.
I don't know who that is.
I have no idea who that is.
I figured you guys did not. I got to see her wrestle up in Seattle with my buddy a few months back. Let's just say one thing. She does not disprove the short Asian stereotype.
Oh, yeah, I remember you telling me about her, actually. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, Curt, we were stuck in traffic looking for a place to park. We saw her cross the street with another one of the guys. We were close enough that we could have well, we've all played GTA, right? What do we do with pedestrians?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
No, you know what? You'll fucking hit a pedestrian in GTA without even trying. Anybody who's played GTA 3 will fucking know that. You just be fucking cruising down the street and shit, and the fucking AI will fucking shit the bed and jump right out in front of the car.
Yeah, that happens a lot.
It's like what they programmed them to be lemmings.
Pretty
I hate it when
much.
it's the fucking cop cars and they just turn and stop in front of you and you hit them, and then it's fucking you're the one who gets the fucking wanted stars pushed up.
How many
Pretty much.
stars did just running over just one pedestrian net you again? I think that's like what, 2?
No, it's one star for cop sees it. If you run over a cop, it's instant 2 stars.
I thought it was 3 stars.
No, I think 3 stars. You gotta run over several pedestrians. Cop has to see you, and you also have to
Get into a shootout.
Yeah, shoot people up.
And that's when they
That's
bring in
what's
the
up.
helicopter.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry, fellas, but I need to go and wee real quick. I will be back in a few minutes.
All right, we'll carry on without you.
Okay, you guys can dock while I'm relieving myself. Tell me how good it was. All right, be right back.
Yeah, alrighty.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, I mean, like, while we wait on Curt to come back. You know, I guess a good follow-up would be like Deantay, like, how's the Elfin Lead video treated?
It's got a pretty good following. I mean, I've actually got someone who came on and requested a video, which I didn't surprise. Of course, that was Ruby, which I'm not a fan of, but you know what? It's got a bit of a history there, and that's the main thing. So it's doing all right, I guess. Yeah, at least people are showing some interest, so that's something.
Yeah, that's good. That's definitely good.
Yeah.
That's always good. Yeah. I got caught up to Rick and Morty, and I liked this latest episode.
Cool.
Yeah, what happened in this episode of Rick and Morty was it didn't actually focus on, well, you do know that the big gimmick of Rick and Morty is that there's multiple universes, which means there's multiple versions of Ricks and Mortys.
Yeah, you were explaining it to me one time. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it didn't follow our regular Rick and Morty. Instead, you see, in like one episode, it's revealed that a whole bunch of Ricks got together and basically put this whole city and space out just so that Ricks and Mortys would have a place to hide. And so this whole episode is just a day in the life of the city of Ricks and Mortys.
That's actually a pretty neat idea.
Yeah. This is
Nice.
Yeah, that is what's great about Rick and Morty. It always finds some clever story to tell.
That's cool. And it's in their 3rd season now, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
So it's still got a lot of ideas that they can play with.
Yeah, I mean, like it's
Sweet.
it's got there's like so many possibilities for this show.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen a show that's got this much creative freedom since Doctor Who.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like back when Doctor Who was good, that was like the appeal of the show. The whole appeal was that you could basically go anywhere with that show.
Yeah.
And like
And then...
have a futuristic society of medieval knights, or travel back to dinosaur times.
Then you got the fucking Daleks.
Oh yeah, all the space aliens. That was what was cool about the show.
Yeah. Did you ever see that TV movie from the 90s?
Yeah, I did. I honestly don't think it's as bad as a lot of people make it out to be. I mean, the guy they got to play the Doctor in that movie, he was good.
Yeah.
But then again, that's sort of par for the course. I don't think there's been a bad actor for the role.
No. Well, the last guy they got was quite good.
Yeah, Peter Capaldi.
Yeah. I haven't seen the Doctor Who's, but I know him as an actor, and he's great in just about everything he's done.
Yeah, you ever seen What was that show he was in where he was swearing up a storm? I can't remember.
Who wants to see my wiener?
Not me.
Oh, okay.
I know.
Okay. I'll be sure to PM you that shit later on. Don't think I fucking won't.
He will. And I'll be sure to share it on Facebook with everybody else and Instagram.
Yeah, and then get your fucking shit immediately taken down.
Yeah, it's Rumble.
And then people will fucking file lawsuits against me because they went blind. So like, damn, I thought my odds were burning during the fucking eclipse without fucking goggles on or glasses, whatever. Fuck you.
Oh my god, you weren't actually dumb enough to look up at the sky during the eclipse without goggles on, were you?
I didn't even see the eclipse because there was a bunch of clouds in my place of residence during that days.
I was inside a building, so I couldn't see.
Oh, well.
Yeah. I was at work.
Oh.
How many people were actually reported to look up to it? I have to know. Because I'm sure
There's some
someone
who the fuck was it that who's like some fucking rapper or whatever was like saying, "Oh, I'm gonna fucking look at the fucking eclipse without any glasses" or whatever, and had to like cancel a few dates on his fucking tour
Chance the
because
Rapper,
he.
I think? No.
Oh well,
No,
he's a fucking retard.
No, that was
Ah.
a rapper who looked at an eclipse. I'm gonna look at eclipse. Let's see who Google says it was. Blah 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 blah. Joey Badass.
Oh god.
Badass. Who's that?
He's a rapper.
Oh, never heard of him. Never heard of him.
Curt's reaction sounds like he's not much of a fan.
I have no fucking idea who he is. He could be some sort of fucking, gay porn star for all I know.
Yeah, I know about him from a couple vids by Anthony Fantano.
Who the fuck is that? I'm old here, okay?
He is like the guy to review music on YouTube.
Oh.
The guy.
So, a fucking nobody. Sorry to any fans.
Yep. I walked into that.
I review music for a living because I can't make music of my own. So I'm gonna talk about music and give my thoughts and feelings and opinion. I'm gonna analyze these lyrics, and I'm gonna point out every time the microphone peaks and they're popping and hissing in the amps. And this album was really good because it speaks to the fundamental flaw that is in all of us. And I don't know where I'm going with this meme.
Sounds like you're going with. Sounds like you are doing a really spot-on impression of Mr. Plinkett.
Leave a comment on this website if you'd like me to send you a picture.
Actually, there's an idea. We should. Yeah, let's have Curt review. Let's see. What's a thing? Have Curt review Go-Go 13 in the style of Mr. Plinkett.
Number one. So many boobs. There's so many fucking boobs in this movie. Now, don't get me wrong. I go to Pornhub all the time and watch.
that is quite good. That is fucking great. You should do it. You should do it.
Yes. Do it. Do it.
Or when I go on Ashley Madison and when I don't have a wife because she died. Pretty much.
Why are we following this guy? We don't know anything about gold.
Hey, shut up, I'm talking. Yeah, I fucking love Mr. Plinkett. Great stuff.
Red Letter Media is the shit.
Yeah, they're good.
And if I remember correctly, they even got them. They made like a couple movies that are actually really good too. Like, well,
Was it
not amazing, Zane, I mean, like they're not gonna
Space
win.
Cop?
They're not gonna win awards, but for B movies, they're not. They are good.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what Sam told me.
Space Cop. I think one of them is called Space Cop.
Really, Space Cop.
Yeah, Space Cop. I don't know what the other one is though.
Awkward silence aside here. What else are we going to talk about?
I didn't. Oh, I recently found out today that later this month, Scorpions and Megadeth are going to be playing the Tacoma Dome.
Yippee.
What, you're going to tell me you don't like Megadeth or the Scorpions, Curt?
I don't like. I do not like Dave Mustaine. Fuck that guy. And Scorpions.
Rock You Like a Hurricanes is a classic, and don't you say otherwise.
Too soon, bro. Too soon.
Oh, that fucking hurricane. Look, people are being real assholes about that, aren't they? Fucking saying, oh, this is Trump's got a weather machine and this is God's punishment. It's like, shut the fuck up, Jesus.
Oh, you mean with fucking Curt Cameron basically saying that we're all godless heathens? Yeah, that pissed me off pretty much.
Yeah.
Like, not pretty much, but pretty a lot. There we go. Yeah, words. I'm good at it.
I didn't get pissed. I just rolled my eyes when J-Law said that hurricanes are punishment for climate change and some shit.
Well, Jennifer Lawrence, said well, she said it was punishment for Trump. I mean, for somebody who has like a really great looking asshole, she's got to be lacking in some other places. So, thinking power, it's just not there. That's the price for having a really great looking asshole.
I guess that's a given.
Yep.
Yeah. You watch her interview, she doesn't know what she's talking about. She's like, stops a good one. She's trying to think, and then I don't know who was hosting it, but the host was trying to help her out, by throwing her hints of what to say. It was fucking god awful.
I was just like, fuck you and your fucking shiny nose and fake blonde hair. And your fucking... Yeah.
I'm trying to remember. Was she the broad from Hunger Games? I think so.
Yeah, and she plays Mystique in the new X-Men's.
Oh my god.
The new X-Men's. Okay.
Man, I miss the old chick they got for Mystique. She was good. I forget.
What?
Rebecca something.
Rebecca Romaine.
That's it.
Yeah.
Rebecca Romaine. Yeah, that was it.
Romaine.
Romaine. That's how it's pronounced.
Or yeah, back in the day it was Rebecca Romaine Stamos.
Oh.
She was John Stamos's wife. Dude, he was like, hey, babe, can you come home and keep your makeup on? And just, work with it and just, like break into my house, tie me up, slap me, tell me I'm a piece of garbage and just have your way with me.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Who wouldn't do that? To be honest.
A gay man?
True. Okay, let me rephrase that. What straight man would refuse that?
There you go.
I don't
know. Maybe somebody who likes BBWs. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay, but back on the Hurricanes. If there was anyone who could take the Grand Cunt Award, it's going to be Onision.
Oh God, we're still. People are still talking about that fucking guy.
He's still around, and I'm embarrassed that I share a state with that motherfucker.
Oh God, you should be embarrassed that you share a state with fucking Zarna, dude. Fucking A. Apparently everybody is just internalizing their oppression.
Well, I share a state with about 600,000 potheads. So that's the state of That's the population of Seattle.
I'm gonna take a small little jab at Zarna here. I bet her pussy smells like fucking curry. Oh no. Oh no.
I'm not gonna
Fucking
stop
Wall
it.
Street Journal is gonna be fucking talking shit now.
Hey, you get as
Did you
racist.
hear what this fucking random asshole fucking said on this fucking thing that he did with a couple of his buddies? Called Zarna a curry cunt. Fucking bitch. He's fucking despicable human being. She's been lit on fire. And his family fucking crucified and bamboo shoots shoved under their fingernails.
Oh, hell yes. Although, here's the thing. Here's something I want to talk about.
All right.
I want to go on a rant about fucking Aberdeen.
Who?
Aberdeen.
That sounds like something you clean your fucking tiles with. Introducing new lemon-scented Aberdeen. Use it on your tiles. Use it on your shower door to clean off soap scum. Use it as a toilet bowl cleaner. Use it to fucking intoxicate yourself by sniffing the fumes. Do whatever you're gonna do, man. Stick a plunger in your ass. Whatever makes you fucking feel happy. Anyway, you were saying?
I was also gonna add, use it to bleach a chick's asshole.
Just use Clorox.
True. But yes, the thing with Aberdeen, that is a city that is literally coasting on the fact that it's Kurt Cobain's hometown,
Oh, okay. Some place in...
Washington.
Okay.
Used to be a logging town, a very well-to-do logging town back in the day, but now it's
Kimochi. Logging.
But now it's full of heroin addicts, and its only claim to fame is, hey, we're where Kurt Cobain grew up. Like us.
Let's do some heroin and go to the Goodwill to get some trendy clothes. I don't know what people do in that whatever place you just mentioned. What was that? Aberdeen?
Yep.
Fucking maybe it's Maybelline. I don't fucking know.
Although, if I remember correctly, Kurt, you no longer live in Oregon.
Nope.
Well, you got to avoid the wildfire.
Every day is like a wildfire.
I'm sure there are many chicks that can attest to that.
Depending on what context you put that in, that could be a fucking spicy meme.
Oh, yeah.
Every day for women, it's a wildfire. What are you saying? That they need to use some Monostat or whatever? They need the super shot because it burns when they pee? What are you saying, man? You know, that's offensive to fucking... that's offensive to bacteria that lives inside people's giners.
Oh, man. Deantay, you were not here for this, but...
That's microscopic microaggression.
Yeah, Deantay, you weren't here for this, but back when Curt and I hung out in Portland, we were going over if cities were chicks, what they would be like. Curt, how did you... If Portland was a chick, what did you say she would be like?
I can't even fucking remember. I probably said some long, drawn-out shit that I couldn't even... That's just me. I'll say a bunch of stuff. I got diarrhea of the mouth, man. I have no idea.
What did he say, Brett?
I know we went to Jack in the Box and I got a bunch of food.
Yeah, that
Because I was
that
fucking...
if I had to guess, I think he said something about how it's a chick that is trashy but tries to act like she's still classy, I think.
Something about that, yeah. Yeah. Somebody who thinks that putting milk crates on their fucking wall constitutes a fucking shelf for all their stupid little knickknacks.
Also, I have never seen a city that has more strip clubs by sheer volume. Like, there is a strip club on every block in Portland.
Oh, dude, no, not only that, but they got, like, you know, special, like, gentlemen's clubs where you can get, like, private stuff and shit like that. There's this place where Stacy used to work, like, right next to the porn store that you worked at, was this like gentleman's club or whatever, where you get dances and stuff like that. Everything leading up to, but nothing like you couldn't fuck them, but they would fuck you. They would fucking, like strap a fucking dildo on, fucking peg you in the ass and shit. And I guess apparently, one day, Stacy's outside having a cigarette. Sorry, Stacy, I'm putting you on blast here. Fucking hope you don't mind. I'm fucking just sharing your little secrets here or whatever, but I'm pretty sure she doesn't mind. She sent me a fucking picture, and like when she was like, look at the fucking picture, she's like, this is outside of this club or whatever, and she told me that there's like this what is it, that thing that frickin' supports your lumbars or whatever, about like a recliner, but it's just kind of like standalone, ottoman, something like that, I want to say. Probably fucking way the fuck off base, but it's basically you put your fucking feet up on it, basically. That's what it looked like. And it was fucking covered in shit. Like, basically, like this fucking woman fucking pegged this dude, and he fucking shit all over this fucking...
Holy crap!
Yeah,
Jesus
and the thing
Christ.
was, like, they fucking took it outside, and they put it on the fucking curb.
Oh my god, I don't think there's as they should have, there's not enough bleach to clean that.
I was like, no fucking way. I was like, no fucking way. And she showed me a picture of it.
Oh my god.
Nasty.
Yeah,
Nasty stuff.
you know what, Deantay, if you had to describe Auckland as a chick...
Auckland?
Auckland, that's our biggest city here.
Oh, okay. I was like, Auckland or Oakland?
No, it's Auckland.
If I... Oh, fuck. That's a good question, because I haven't really been there.
Do you at least know it by reputation?
Well, it's like broken up, and it's basically at the moment it's like 8 different cities in one. So no, I know where to go with that. Sorry.
You boring piece of shit.
Fuck you.
I know Sam used to live in Auckland, so I'll just ask him for it. But if I had to describe Seattle as a chick, picture the most pretentious, flannel bedecked, rainbow colored beanie wearing chick with thick rimmed glasses and tons of really tacky tattoos, smoking pot, who thinks she's interesting. I mean, but really, no, she's fucking...
You basically described everybody in the Pacific Northwest, dude.
I know, but... yeah. Although also, she's also got a bit of a heroin problem.
Like I said.
Yeah, I'm not... Like, Seattle doesn't have as much character as Portland, apparently.
It's pretty much the same, dog.
I don't know, I think...
Bunch of cheap heroin and people who think they're
No, actually...
the best fucking person that's ever existed.
Yeah, sure, but... I don't know, it just seems like Portland has more of a trashy character to it than Seattle does. I think Seattle at least sort of puts on this veneer of being sophisticated.
I guess.
I mean, Portland used to have a thing going on back in the territory days of wrestling.
Dude, Portland used to be dope. It used to be dope, and then everybody saw Portlandia and decided to fucking move over there, and people are fucking leaving. That's why, one of the reasons why I left. That's why my sister left. It's why some of my friends are going to be leaving there. Just fucking, they're like, no, done with that shit.
Deantay, you were saying?
I'm saying Portland, isn't that where Polybius was meant to have been, supposedly, according to the legends?
That's a fucking tall tale, if I've ever heard one.
Wait, who?
Polybius. It was this arcade game, and it was very addictive, supposedly. And the story is, people who played it would suffer night terrors, they'd get schizophrenic, and then one day government agents came, collected the game, and took it away. That's the story. That's the basis of the story.
Yeah, it's one of those urban legend gaming stories.
Yeah.
Yep, right up there with Pokemon Black.
Although I'm pretty sure if you look in the right places, you can find Pokemon Black.
Oh, people make bombs of it. That's why.
Like fan hacks. You know, hey, I got the real one.
I was gonna say Pokemon Black that involves a little BBC.
Oh, everybody likes some BBC, man. Kimochi.
Yep, that is true. You know what? Since we're talking about video games, is there anything coming out that anybody's excited for or looking forward to?
Not particularly. No.
No, really. To be completely fucking honest. Like, yeah, there's nothing I can like really think of. It's like, God, I gotta have that. That's the killer app, you know?
Oh, Metal Gear Solid with zombies. That's gonna be
really
something.
It's gonna be fucking tripe.
Yeah. Oh, fucking no.
This is not a joke. This isn't. You're doing a bit, Deantay. This is real.
Yeah, there's a Metal Gear Solid
dude.
with zombies coming out.
If I'm lying, I'm dying, dude. I saw it and I was like, oh no.
Yeah, me and Curt talked about it a couple of months ago.
Oh my god! I mean, like, if this was made without Kojima, I will be impressed.
It was made without Kojima.
Yeah, because it's still Konami.
Wow. So.
Yeah, Kojima has no fucking like nothing to do with that.
He has no control over it anymore.
No.
Pretty much.
Wow, I bet he's got to be salty that Konami took away his baby.
Well,
you know what? I bet you he's just fucking tired of it, dude.
Yeah.
Like, seriously, because it's like every single game he's like, well, I'm done. I'm done.
And then
I'm done.
And then Konami keeps wrapping him up.
Pretty much, dude. Like, I wasn't a fan of Metal Gear Solid 4, like, at all. I thought it sucked, dude. Fuck, dude. Just a really, really long movie with barely any gameplay. Yeah, I'm not fucking down with that shit.
Do you know that Metal Gear Solid 4 like has the record for longest cutscene? It has a cutscene that goes on for like almost 90 minutes.
Yeah, yeah.
God.
That's the end of Chapter 3 one.
Man, fuck that shit, dude. Fuck that.
The only thing I liked about that was going back to Shadow Moses, but you can't really fucking do anything there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember my brother. He had the Metal Gear Solid HD collection for our old 360. He really liked playing 3.
3 was good. I liked 3. The Snake Eater.
Yep.
Yeah,
3 was decent. 3 was decent.
I also played a little bit of Peace Walker in that collection. I didn't think that was bad.
I haven't played that one.
Personally, the first one, I like the first one the most. That's just nostalgia, though. That's my personal bias.
It's alright. I'm always going to be biased towards Warcraft 3. I do not give a fuck for World of Warcraft. Because I poured untold old hours into that game when I was 15.
Dude, I could not no-life that shit. I've tried to no-life games, like, in my later years, and I can't fucking do it anymore. Because it's like, oh, God, no, it's not I get bored. It's like, you know, I almost, like, get this, like, little bit of guilt. You know, it's like, God, there's something I should be doing more productive with my time. You know, I really used to fucking shit on games that were short, you know? But, you know, if it's just, you know, something you're fucking just trying to get into and you know, just get your game on or whatever, you know, that's why, like, Call of Duty is so fucking popular. It's not because of, like, you know, oh, this fucking intriguing story or whatever. It's the multiplayer people go with, you know? It's like, that game is made for people who, like, you know, work like 40 to 50 hours a week, you know, whatever the fuck. Maybe have kids or whatever, and they probably only got about sorry. Knocked my mic over there. Sorry. They probably only got about maybe, you know, 2 to 3 hours a week, if that, you know. And they got their friends, their buddies or whatever on Xbox Live, and it's like, all right, we'll play a couple fucking rounds and shit, you know? And matches end up going on for about maybe 15, 20 minutes. Get a couple good games in there and, you know, pretty much call it that, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Too bad the games have gotten worse and worse.
Well, I mean, I'm not saying that like younger people don't play Call of Duty, but it's like, when you think about it like from that perspective, it really makes fucking sense.
Yeah, I mean, like, Yeah, I mean, it's a game that is made for people who actually have lives.
Pretty much. Or it's like, if you're playing a game that's like episodic or whatever, it's like, okay, I got a couple hours, it's my day off. The kids aren't home, whatever, wife's at work, whatever the fuck. I can sit down and I can fucking play for a couple hours. You know what I mean?
Like Life is Strange.
Oh, God. Oh, my God. Life is Strange, man. Seriously, every time I play that game, like, I feel like I need, like, a month break from it. And I'll just play for, like, 45 minutes, an hour. You know what I mean? And
Yep.
I'm so glad that game is episodic because, like, seriously, they...
If you had to beat
They paced it out like to where it's like, okay, we got the episodes coming out in sequence and stuff like that, and they think like that it's like, oh, it's creating like this suspense, people can't fucking wait for the next episode. Well, on the flip side, people who really fucking hated that game, I could only imagine be like, oh my God, I can't believe how shitty that was. I'm so fucking glad I have to wait a few months because I really need to fucking collect myself. I need a fucking pick me up after that shit. Like seriously, the second half of this video that I'm coming out with, it just like my rage in that is definitely genuine. Like I really find myself just not enjoying myself. And, I mean, I take the piss out of it, whatever, the first few episodes that I've done, but like this next part, it's really hard. It's just the flaws really come out. And, a lot of people who have seen my videos on Life is Strange that are fans of the game, I was like, why are you being such a nitpicky asshole or whatever? And my response to that is like, if there's something you're not enjoying, all those flaws tend to come out a little bit more. It's like, and I summed it up to it's like, next time you're watching a movie or playing a game that you're not fucking digging, count how many times you point something out that you'd be like, okay, that's a nitpick or whatever.
That's true.
Exactly.
That is true. Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, like, you guys will remember this when oh fuck, I don't like dredging this part up of my old days because I was young, I was stupid, but you guys remember High School of the Dead, right?
Oh yeah, I remember that. You love that. You absolutely love that.
I haven't fucking seen it. I've only seen clips, and I'm like, oh, there's a lot of tits. Okay, what else you got? Oh, nothing really else. Okay, well,
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm not a fan of like newer anime.
Yeah.
I think like the newest anime that I actually liked was Castlevania.
Which is completely American made.
Well, it was made by Japanese people for America.
Yeah, but from what I understand, like the production team, it's all they're like all Western.
Well, it's dope.
Although it is based off a Japanese property, so. Although speaking of shit that was started in Japan and got remade in America, you seen the new Voltron show?
Nope.
It's good.
Well, I mean, I'll have to take your word on that. I was never really big on Voltron.
I recommend it.
It was pretty much. I thought of it as like, oh, it's just cartoon Power Rangers. Never really gave it a fair shake.
Okay, Deantay, you're gonna have to take the floor for this one.
All right.
He said it's cartoon Power Rangers. What? You got nothing for that?
Well, I could see why you'd say that, to be honest. I mean, if anything, fucking Power Rangers could be called a live-action Voltron as well. You could easily turn it around. It's just Power
Apples
Rangers
and
come
oranges.
years later. But you can see the similarities easy. You got your monster of the week, you got your combining robots to make the one big one. It's a fair point.
They just don't fight fucking inferior enemies before they get into the transforming robot. How about that?
True.
How about that nonsense?
And also, last time I checked, the paladins don't have superpowers or anything.
What's a paladin? That's such an old meme.
That's classic. That is a classic meme if ever. But yeah,
So no, I would have to agree with Curt, but he's a bit more of a pairing defense. Of course, he'd be on the other side of it, saying Voltron's and animated Power Rangers. You know?
Kurt, since you like Power Rangers so much, you should consider moving to New Zealand because that's where they film it.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Is that where they film like the Super Sentai show?
No.
Yeah, a lot of the voice actors are New Zealand people.
Really?
Yeah.
Yep.
I did not realize that.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's where they film everything. Fucking A, man.
Did they? Did they film everything in New Zealand?
They film a lot of things in New Zealand now.
Well, not only that, but it gets away from the fucking unions and all that shit.
That's cheap.
If you film in the U.S., man, the fucking union is gonna fucking just pound you in the anus.
Yep.
Plus, here's where the workshop is, and they're really good with the CG in that, so a lot of studios like to use them.
See?
True.
And he used to live like 15 minutes away from the fucking Shire and shit.
Yeah, I know, he told me that.
Yeah, used to. Now it's a couple of hours away from me.
Damn.
Yeah, but of course they also do a lot of filming up in Canada. Like Vancouver is basically a stand-in for every city on the planet.
Well, I mean, Vancouver is New York, Seattle, everywhere. Yeah, I totally know what you mean.
But I actually describe Vancouver as what happens when you take Seattle's climate, Portland's demographics, and Los Angeles' culture.
With a dash of maple syrup, eh?
Also, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that is basic. Yeah, that is what happens. You just scrunch the entire west coast of the United States together and just cover it in maple syrup, and you get Vancouver.
Mm. So what games have you played as of recently, Deantay and Brett?
I've been plugging away way more at...
Oh, yeah? You've been plugging away, huh?
I've been plugging away at... I've been plugging away at another playthrough of KOTOR 2.
Oh, cool.
Yep.
Cool. Right on.
Yep, I got it. I also been... But as far as console gaming goes, I took up Overwatch.
Oh, yeah?
How is that, by the way?
Did you get yourself a PS4 or some shit?
Yeah, a buddy of mine had an extra one he was willing to give away for cheap.
Nice.
That's what's up.
Yep. So yeah, I got a PS4 and I played a little Overwatch. I enjoy it. I mean, if you like Team Fortress 2, you're basically gonna like Overwatch. It's basically the same game.
Cool. Heck yeah, son.
I mean, that is the best way of putting it. Overwatch is basically another version of Team Fortress 2, right?
More or less.
Yeah. Although I think it has a few more gimmicks in it.
What about you, Deantay?
Last one I would have played would have been the Wonder Boy Dragon's Trap remake, and I don't really find myself playing games much these days. Oh no, I jumped on Blaze Blue and had a couple of rounds on that the other week, so that's about it.
That's what's up. I finally got that again. I ended up getting it for PC though, and it runs fucking perfect. Like I got it during the Steam sale, and it was super cheap. It was like $2, and I was like, "Fuck yeah!"
Shit, that's not bad. Which one's that one? Is that the one we played, or one of the newer ones?
Calamity Trigger.
Oh yeah. That's a good one.
Nice.
That's what's up. What about your fucking Let's Play, man? What are we gonna burst out?
No, because I lost a lot of the footage when I was moving.
Okay.
Ah, shit.
Yeah, I'm got an update video I'm actually uploading to mine, and I was actually talking about that in the update video, so...
Darn.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, finally, I finally completed Resident Evil 2. God, it only took like 2 years.
Really?
It was a good Let's Play, though. I enjoyed that one.
Cool. Thank you. Although I did feel pretty awkward, like coming back into it, doing that last part. I was like, oh, I'm so awkward. I'm so rusty.
I don't think Let's Plays are my strength, to be honest.
Oh, man.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I try. I'm getting better. Always.
You got a lot of natural charisma, though, Kurt. That's the thing.
And Curt can run his mouth pretty well without
Yeah.
stopping.
I got diarrhea of the mouth. I definitely do.
Gift of the gab, they call it over here.
Well, he's...
The gift of gab over here as well.
Yep, that's
Oh, there you go.
that's an Irish thing. We have the gift of gab.
Oh, dude, I'm the worst when I'm drunk. Seriously.
Resident Evil 5 drunk. Holy shit.
God, I don't know how fucking... Was that on our initial playthrough?
No, that was when we were just playing through it to get a feel for the game. And when we got to the tanker part of the ship, you were so fucking wasted.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I drank a whole fifth of, Bacardi Select.
Yeah.
Oh man, you are gonna be so fucking wasted.
Oh, dude, I was fucking floored. Shit
We
hammered.
played it from the start of the fucking game.
And it just
It was
like by
good.
the end of the night, you're all like, dude, you need to fucking hit. I was like, I can't hit anything. I can't even fucking see straight. You're gonna have to
Tried
fucking
to
do
shoot
this
me
shit.
too, and you were shooting me, and you go, "Why isn't this fucking dying? This fucking game?" I'm like,
You're like, you're shooting me, dude. Oh. I was like, all right, man, fucking hold on. Let me grab my drink. Maybe that'll help.
Oh, you know what?
Shit like that.
You know what we gotta do someday? We gotta get Curt to play a VR game drunk.
Oh, no, I don't drink anymore. I had to stop that shit. I was drinking too much.
Bummer.
But I'm down to play some fucking stuff, I guess. Yeah, sure. I mean, I got some videos on the horizon that I'm thinking about doing some LSD Dream Emulator. I don't know if you've heard of that game.
I guess I have the
You're
it's a
gonna-
drug-induced game type thing.
Yeah, it's pretty much like you just walk around and you just fucking walk into like buildings or, you know, signposts, and it teleports you everywhere, and you just see a bunch of weird fucking shit.
Huh, so I guess
And-
this would be about as close as I could get to experiencing Burning Man.
Pretty much. Just really shittily pixelated, and the controls are terrible.
Oh,
It was never released out of fucking Japan, from what I know as well.
Well, I was like, you know, I want to do this game. Let me go on eBay and see how much it is. It was like, oh, $350.
Oh shit!
I'm gonna grab a fucking ISO.
yeah, it not worth it. Especially if it was only released out of Japan, though. How would you be able to play it then?
I have a modded PS2.
Ah. So the regions thing, not an issue then.
Yeah, no, I got an exploited memory card, and I have a swap lid and stuff because I play. I have imports and stuff too. So
Also, the gameplay is pretty straightforward. It's first person, and you just walk. That's it.
yep, more or less.
Wonder if they'll. Now here's a question: do you think they'll do like a remake of that for VR? I mean, I could see that happening.
I
could
doubt
see
they
that
would.
happening for PlayStation VR, but like just how things are nowadays, like
Yeah.
like even just the name LSD, you know, like it would probably get a fucking mature rating just based on the name because you're fucking high as shit.
Well, that's the idea.
Was
Actually, here's a topic to run with.
What's that?
If there was ever a game that I would never play, it would have to be a horror game that is centered around arachnophobia.
I'm pretty sure that there's some shitty fucking game on Game Jolt right now that's just filled with a bunch of stupid spiders and shit.
Man, that's not gonna scare me, but I mean, like, I was watching an episode of DuckTales where they get shrunk down with an alien device,
Mm.
and at a certain point, Webby gets stuck in a web. And there's a spider creeping up on her, and even though it doesn't look scary, that thing is still kind of freaking me out a little bit.
Dwam.
So, and that got me thinking. You know what? If they make a horror game that is built around that kind of shit, I know for a fact I'd never played. I'd be completely paralyzed. I
hate spiders too, so I mean, I know what you mean.
Yeah, I mean, the thing with spiders, I see one of those little 8-legged fuckers walking around my house, it dies.
I tell you a fucking movie that used to freak me out, and that was the original Fly with Vincent Price, the ending. Have you guys seen that?
I know of it.
I've seen the Adam Goldblum
Jeff
version of
Goldblum.
The Fly.
No, all right. And this one, it's a black and white one, and what happens is the same kind of story, except the guy's head gets replaced with a real life fly, and his head ends up on that of the fly. And at the end, they find him, fly body, human head, and it's wrapped up in this web, and there's a spider, and it goes to what the fucking fly's saying, and all you hear is this, "Don't eat me, don't eat me, leave me alone." The spider's slowly getting closer, and then opens its mouth, and that used to freak the fuck out of me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
Damn, dude, did you get hit in the nuts? Because your voice just went up a couple octaves, bruh.
Yeah, just like that's my thing with the thing that I have with spiders, man. Like all Deantay had to do was just paint that mental picture for me.
Don't look up the fucking video clip then, I suggest that. Do not look it up.
Dude, I'm gonna fucking spam that shit on his fucking wall.
You son of a bitch.
Come on, man.
Yeah. Deantay, you're getting a pipe bomb in the mail.
Hey, don't say that. Don't say that. Fucking get demonetized.
What demonetize? I don't even monetize my videos.
Well, you'll get extra demonetized.
You mean double secret demonetized?
There you go. There you go. You owe Google money. That's how bad it is.
Can you guys think of a game, possibly like either real or imaginary, that you would never play in your life?
Ugh.
Real or
there's a lot of fucking real games I'd never play in my life.
Yeah, it can be real or completely hypothetical.
God, that's a good question. Well, I want to say Life is Strange, but I gotta fucking finish it. So.
Okay, but under normal circumstances, you wouldn't touch it with a 10-foot pole.
Anything that's got the Barbie license attached to it. Actually, you know what? That'd probably be pretty good for the lulz if I had a capture card hooked up.
Dude, that is way too easy.
God, I don't know. There's certain genres that I just don't like, that just don't pull me in. I would probably have to say like any generic first-person shooter. You know what I mean? That just doesn't stand out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know.
Doesn't sound.
Or any kind of shovelware. Something that's just fucking thrown out. Or like a shitty movie license game. Just garbage shit that people put out.
It's a lot of God of War clones I'd stay away from.
No, you know what? You guys know that there's gonna be a 4th God of War?
5th one. No, wait. Oh, yeah, 4th, because that other one was a prequel, sorry. Yeah.
Now it's having Kratos take on the Norse pantheon.
Yeah, that's right. It's a fucking Viking type thing, isn't it? Because he's moved away from Greece or some shit.
Which I don't get, because I saw the 3rd one. He killed himself at the end.
Well, they wanted him back, so they brought him back.
Because reasons. I wish they would bring Prince of Persia back, because I've been playing that as of late too. I forgot, totally fucking spaced it, but I have been playing that. God, I really liked The Sands of Time. It was a really good fucking game.
Yeah.
Pretty dope.
Yeah, I think that's. In fact, all the games in the series were pretty good.
I didn't like the PS2 ones.
Well, I mean, I didn't play any of the last gen ones, but I played Warrior Within, I played Sands of Time, and I played Two Thrones or whatever.
Thrones.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. The ones in the Sands of Time series, they were all pretty good.
Two Thrones was kind of lackluster. That shit was easy as fuck, dude. That game was easy. Like, as far as like difficulty is concerned, I'd probably say Warrior Within was probably the most difficult. Mm-hmm. It's just, but you know, Two Thrones it's just way too fucking easy. That Dark Prince, man, OP as fuck, dude.
Although
he was cool, but
it's hard to top the 2008 one for easy. Like, you cannot die in that game at all.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's gay.
Yeah. Yeah. Anytime. Yeah, in the 2008 one, you're partnered up with this broad named Elika, and she's got these magical abilities, and anytime you're about to die, she will save you.
Wow.
That's dumb.
Yeah.
That's pretty dumb.
Yep. I mean, it looks pretty, and it has some pretty cool...
I thought it was like some fucking like cel-shaded bullshit. Are you talking about the one that's just called Prince of Persia?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. That's cel-shaded shit?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm so tired of seeing cel-shaded bullshit. You know, it's just, to me, it's just, it's like, it's an art style. You just don't understand art. No. To me, it's just, it just tells me, hey, we're too lazy to create textures, so.
It's being cheap.
Pretty much.
Like I said, you can kind of blame this on Borderlands. They sort of kicked all that trend off.
They did it well, though. That first one, it was actually, at least had some detail and some depth to it. You know, it didn't come off as too cheap.
Yeah. I guess.
Well, a lot of other games after that, they probably...
And I'll say this much, at least with the first Borderlands, it was at least a funny game.
Yeah, it was a fun game. I like that one.
Yeah,
That's what's up.
Yeah, it had good jokes in it, which is more than you can say for Borderlands 2, which was nothing but internet memes.
I didn't even play that one.
Didn't play it either. I didn't even really play that much of the first one, to be completely honest. My buddy had it. I played it with him.
Of course, now you got like Telltale that does all their games in cell shading.
Well, I mean, they always did, I think. Didn't they? Even Back to the Future was fucking cell shaded.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they've always done that. Now that I think about it.
Well,
although at least with Telltale, they have a good story attached to them.
that's debatable.
Yeah, I suppose. I mean, like, I heard their Batman game was kind of shitty.
Yeah, that's what I keep hearing from everybody. Anybody who
the Guardians of the Galaxy one wasn't that good.
Oh,
they had a Guardians of the Galaxy game?
Oh, man.
Yep.
They had a fucking Game of Thrones game, too, that was mixed, too. Yeah. Some people were saying that wasn't all that great.
Well, imagine my shock.
Yeah, by the way, don't talk about Season 7. Haven't seen it yet.
I dropped out of Game of Thrones, man, so you're not going to hear it.
Oh, yeah, okay. I won't say anything.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you're safe.
Cool.
Although I might spoil BoJack for you.
You don't have to. I fucking already seen it. But don't spoil it for Deantay if he hasn't seen it yet.
What's that?
BoJack Horseman.
No, I've not seen it.
You haven't seen what? The new season or the show?
I don't think he's seen it at all.
I haven't seen it at all.
God, you need to see that.
Dude, just get a Netflix and start watching BoJack.
Wait, you don't have Netflix? What the fuck? I thought we were friends.
Dude, I told you can get the first month free.
Fine.
Yeah, that's what your mom said to me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And then I just pull out afterwards.
Actually, I think I remember seeing sometime a little, like a month or two back, that Netflix was putting on Dennis Leary's No Cure for Cancer special on.
Oh yeah, I saw that on there. I didn't watch it though.
Of course, anyone with taste should not be watching No Cure for Cancer, because that shit is massively plagiarized.
Well, Bill Hicks, right?
Yup.
Eh.
Oh, and also, I mean, like, you know his I'm an asshole bit?
Yeah.
Stole that from Louis C.K.
Really?
I'm not kidding. There's a bit from the Opie and Anthony show where Louis C.K. is on. He talks about how he started the I'm an asshole bit and Leary stole it from him.
Wow. What a piece of shit. I do like Louis C.K. though. He's pretty funny. He fucking cracks me up.
Yeah.
I like Bill Burr a lot too. He's pretty dope.
Bill Burr is my god when it comes to comedy.
I'm more of a Dennis Miller guy.
Yeah.
Dennis Miller is great. I mean, I used to stay up late when I was a kid and watch him on Dennis Miller Live or whatever on HBO, and I would just fucking sit there and glue my eyes to the television as he started getting into his, his rants and monologues and stuff at the beginning of the show, and then it's like, I can fucking go to sleep now.
You seen
What's he gonna talk about tonight?
You seen Black and White?
Yeah, I've seen Black and White. It's on YouTube, I think.
Yeah, I found it on YouTube. I mean, like, that is just brilliant.
Yeah, that's a good fucking special. And the one that he did, I think in 2014 or whatever for Netflix was also pretty good.
Oh, really?
Yeah, when I, of course, when it popped up on my Netflix, that was when they still had the fucking star rating and stuff.
Thanks,
and,
Amy Schumer.
And it was like voted 2 stars, and I'm like, what the fuck? Why is this 2 stars? And it's like he started talking about the Obama administration, and it's like, oh, that's why.
Cunts.
Excuse me. But yeah, that was a pretty good special. I was actually, really surprised. He still got it, man.
Yeah, he does.
Although, I mean, I wasn't really a big fan of his stuff he did on the O'Reilly Factor, but whatever. But that's getting into some whole other shit that I ain't. Yeah.
You seen any of Dave Chappelle's specials on Netflix?
Yeah, I saw both of them. They're great. He was. It was dope. Yeah, it was really good. He fucking nailed it, man. He's just like, yeah. I mean, like he always like seriously, straight up, is genuinely funny. Like he's definitely one of my favorite comedians. And I know you'll probably give me some shit about this, but I like Jim Gaffigan. That dude is funny as fuck.
Jim Gaffigan's not bad.
I like him. He's hilarious.
Yeah. I
don't know. There's just something about him that just fucking cracks me up.
I also saw Norm Macdonald's special on Netflix.
I have not seen that.
It's good.
The only thing I really remember Norm Macdonald for was Weekend Update on SNL.
You got to see Hitler's Dog.
Oh, God. That sounds like some meme I'm not fucking prepared for. Holy shit.
Yep, it is good. I feel like we're leaving you out here, Deantay. I mean, like, you gotta...
Yeah, seriously, you need to shut up. You're talking too much, dog.
Fuck you.
Speaking of which, I drink a lot of coffee, and I have a little girl's bladder, so I need to fucking pee again. So... You commence docking amongst each other, and yeah, I'll see you in a minute.
Alright.
Right.
Alright, I mean, come on, there's gotta be like 1 or 2 comedians out there that you really enjoy, Deantay.
I used to like Billy T until he passed away. He was New Zealand's comedian. He was really good. Yeah.
That sucks.
Yep, it does.
Same with like Sam Kinison and Bill Burr and.
Oh yeah.
I mean, not Bill Burr. I meant Bill Hicks. Fuck, I don't know why I said Burr. Burr's still alive. Bill Hicks is dead. But yeah, Sam Kinison though, that guy was like awesome. He was fiery as fuck.
Yeah, I haven't seen him in a while, though. His stuff, I mean. I used to watch a couple of his, but mostly on fucking YouTube and that now, of course, like everything else. YouTube's basically your one-stop shop, almost.
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, which is helpful.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, like, Sam Kinison is a guy we really did not deserve to lose. Like, that guy had a style.
Yeah.
And also George Carlin, that guy was so smart with his shit.
Wasn't too smart in his movie picks, though, but he was a smart guy.
Yeah, and his comedy you laughed, and at the same time you felt like you had your mind blown.
Yeah. Fucking, you see him pop up all over the time with memes, don't you?
Yeah, you do. You do.
And the good ones. Yeah.
Thank God you do.
Thank God you do.
And this is a guy that Sam's a big fan of. Doug
Yeah,
Stanhope.
yeah.
Not George Carlin, Doug Stanhope.
Yeah, yeah, Doug.
Yeah, like
once Sam's a fucking fan of someone, he lets you know, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. Like, but yeah, listen,
He draws it into your head.
He does. I mean, like, but oh man, I gotta be able to talk more about this when Curt gets in, because I'm pretty sure he totally would dig Doug Stanhope. I mean, but let's see. What else do I really like? Oh, Dylan Moran.
Can't say I know that one.
He was Bernard on Black's Books.
Oh, okay, yep.
I mean, like, I saw him do this bit on how men talk about falling in love, and how men talk about falling in love the way women talk about their shoes. Like, men talk about falling in love, and it's the greatest thing ever, and that's how a woman describes getting her shoes.
Fucking shoes.
It is a. How do I put this? Grass grows, birds fly, fish swim, and a woman's biggest weakness will always be her shoes.
Vaginas.
Welcome back.
Hey, now I gotta talk to you about Curt. Are you familiar with a guy named Doug Stanhope?
Yes.
Yes. Listening to Doug Stanhope, that guy's voice is like acid.
Doug Stanhope, he's that guy who did that comedy special on Netflix, the Beer Putsch or whatever.
Really? He has a special on Netflix? I gotta look that up, but yeah. But the thing I like about Doug Stanhope is this guy is so bitter, so cynical, and yet he's still so funny.
And he's also a tremendous queer.
Really?
Yeah, he's gay.
Huh. That explains why he's childless.
No, like in that comedy special, he talks about having this fantasy where he's at a football game and he runs out on the fucking 50-yard line and like bangs this fucking quarterback in the asshole like so hard, and then he's just going to town, and he just like describes like in vivid detail like what happens. It's pretty funny.
I remember doing this bit about how it involves him getting completely wasted, and then right when he finally wakes up, he shits out this butt plug, and he describes in vivid detail the shit
kimchi.
all the shit that it's covered in. It's just he gets wasted and gets a butt plug put up his ass, because of course he would.
Yeah, well, I mean, it explains a lot now, doesn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, but Doug Stanhope, he's dope. He's dope. I like him.
Yeah, one of the funniest bits I've seen him do is it's Drambuie. And he talks about how romance is complete bullshit. and how if a woman wants to experience the most romantic day of her life, she needs to get her man to be a complete asshole and hit her while he's drunk. Preferably on Drambuie, because when the next morning comes and he's sober, he'll be bringing her breakfast in bed and he'll say, "I don't know what came over me, baby. It was the Drambuie. I love you." Awkward.
Hey, man.
He tells it a lot better.
That's good.
Moral of the story.
Yes. There's another guy, John Mulaney. He has this.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
What did you think our reaction was going to be to that? I
thought you were gonna laugh out loud.
Oh. Well, there it is.
Dick.
Oh man, I think I just derailed the podcast completely.
Yeah.
No,
Anyway.
No.
If you guys want to know something, we are nearly at 1 hour and 45 minutes.
Yeah, we can actually see the Sky Call timer.
Oh yeah.
It says almost 2 hours there, sir. Hurry, talk about something interesting, my lord.
I was talking with Deantay about how it's such a crying shame that we have lost really funny guys like Sam Kinison, Bill.
You
Hicks, and
fucking
George
what?
Carlin.
Go ahead.
Yeah, it's a crying shame that we've lost guys like Bill Hicks, Sam Kinison, and George Carlin. You'd agree with that, right?
Yeah, I would say that. Not so much on Sam Kinison. Just I don't know.
Yeah, he didn't click with you.
He didn't do it for me. He was just angry. That's the punchline. I'm gonna yell. Oh, excuse me.
You are excused.
Well, it's like people who don't like Adam Sandler, and it's like, yeah, can we like cut the shit and actually look at some of his movies? Were they ever good? Were they?
My dad, my dad likes 50 First Dates, but that is my dad.
Yeah, well, I mean, your dad's lame. I mean, all dads are lame. Anyway, he's pretty much been doing the same shtick for, the entirety of his movie career. You know what I mean?
Over 20 years.
And it's like people like to say how great Chris Farley was. And, I'm not gonna, downplay, his importance to comedy and stuff. He was definitely really good in Saturday Night Live. But like if you look at his movies, fucking fat, dumb, simple-minded, yells a lot, falls into shit. Tell me, if that movie came out today and it had him in it, how do you think that would be received?
I don't think anyone would be laughing at Tommy Boy now.
You know what I mean? I think a lot of people are really, really hard on Adam Sandler. Undeservedly, I think. Well, I mean, nobody is, immune to criticism or whatever, but I think really what it is just, it's the fucking passe thing to do right now is to fucking hate Adam Sandler.
That and Carlos Mencia.
Oh, people fucking hate Carlos Mencia, dude.
Yeah, well, for good reason.
I never liked him, really. To be completely honest with you, I thought that fucking show on Central Mind of Mencia was abysmal.
And also, he's a joke thief.
So is Dane Cook, for that matter.
Yeah.
But, people fucking loved him when he first came out, man. People were eating his shit up. Now, where the fuck is he? I hope he saved his money, dude.
Yeah, and nobody likes Amy Schumer either.
Well, I never liked Amy Schumer. She's just not funny.
Nope. But she thinks
Well, speaking of...
she thinks people hate her because she's a woman.
Well,
no, you're just not funny, Amy.
Yeah, fuck
Speaking
you
of
and your unfunniness and pig face. Fuck you.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, that was a little bit mean-spirited. I don't know, she's just not funny. Sarah Silverman, also not fucking funny.
That is, I'm not gonna argue that she's not funny, and of course she's always gonna pull the victim card because she's Jewish.
I wouldn't know anything about that. I just, I judge it based on her comedy skills.
Dude, you can hear it in her voice. She's Jewish.
Oh well. Margaret Cho, that's another one. She fucking sucks.
Yeah.
I got a question for you guys.
Yeah.
You know the Tommy Wiseau in his Room movie?
Yeah.
Fucking absolutely stupid. Okay, they're actually making a movie. And it's going to
with
be a
fucking
comedy.
James Franco.
Yeah, and it's about the making of the fucking Room, and he's like, "What? Why?"
I think it looks interesting.
I think it's pointless, to be honest. I mean,
why do we need that? Who was
Yeah.
asking for that?
Obviously somebody, because I'm marginally interested. I might check it out on fucking Netflix if it comes out.
You are morbid.
Really?
Admit it, though, you are only checking it out of morbid curiosity.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's kind of like, think of it like in terms of like Ed Wood. Have you ever seen Ed Wood
Yes,
with
I've
Johnny
seen it.
Depp?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, well, I mean, same fucking deal. You know what I mean? I mean, if you've seen his movies and then it's like, wait, they made a fucking movie about his life? I gotta fucking check that out.
but it's not a movie about his life. It's a movie
Well,
about
I
him
mean, it
making
kind of
the Room.
is, though. It kind of is.
I doubt it'll be as good as.
Well, I mean, I'm going in with low expectations, but, I'm going to fucking, hold reserve judgment until I see it. That's kind of what I did with it, and God, was I fucking surprised.
I've been hearing a lot of good things about that.
Fucking, yeah, it was good. I liked it.
How's the It movie compared to the miniseries?
Well, if you see, the thing is, what I've really been trying to do as of late when I see something that's based on something I've already seen, I really try to judge it on its own merits as its own entity. And I was like, this isn't going to be anything like what I remember. And even though I still take all those things into account, I still, kind of go in with a personal bias. But I think they handled Pennywise relatively well. They made him scarier, that's for sure. He's definitely got that creepy vibe going.
Which you can't get from Tim Curry, to be fair. I mean,
you could get that from Tim Curry, but he's more of like,
If you can get him to act subtly.
yeah. I mean, like if they would have did it, the miniseries, kind of like how they did this, I think they'd be able to pull that off with Tim Curry. But the thing is that the way they wrote it, the way they wrote Penny is they made him kind of, like a prankster, like a Joker and stuff. And in this, the remake, they really tried to make him fucking creepy and unsettling to be around. And I think that they did that. Yeah, they did that relatively well.
so is this actually based more on the novel, or does it feel more like a remake of the miniseries?
It's not really a remake of the miniseries. It's pretty different. I mean, yeah,
Does it have the turtle?
What?
Does it have the turtle?
It's mentioned.
Like, oh, that's a step up from the miniseries, anyway.
Yeah. It is mentioned. Yeah, I heard about that and I was like, fucking what? It's a mixture of fucking what the fuck. Yeah, it's kind of like a what the fuck moment when you read that or whatever. I read something about that online, but as far as it's concerned, it's paced pretty well. However, some people will say that, well, it didn't show any like parts of them when they were, an adult, because like at the beginning of the miniseries,
second one,
right? In the miniseries, shows them all as adults, and then then it flashes back, like, it's them, like, it's all coming back to them.
Yeah.
And in this, it doesn't have that.
Well, I remember fucking years ago they said they want to do it in 2 movies, the kids and the adults. So I'm not surprising that there's no adult versions in the movie, because they said they wanted to set it up for a second one for ages. So,
Really?
I think that was a good idea.
I mean,
instead of trying to overbloat it.
It makes sense to do it like that.
Yeah. Because it is almost 2 different stories when you think about it.
I also think that the child actors were pretty good. There's a couple lines where I was like, that wasn't very good. But, like, I didn't find myself getting angry at the movie. Like, really, like, I kind of want, like, I almost want to say that I kind of went in kind of wanting to hate it. And that's, like, like it's a terrible thing to say, but my movie, Yeah. It's one of my favorite horror movies. And so, like I said, going in there with that bias, but coming out of it, just the way they paced it, the way they made the characters interact with each other. The dialogue didn't seem forced or hammy. And I feel that they really utilized Pennywise the Clown sparingly to where he didn't overstay his welcome. They just put him in there,
So
so
it's like a case where he's rarely seen, but he's constantly felt.
It's not. Well, I mean, you still see him, but it's brief. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but like,
up until, like, leading up to near the end of the movie, like the third act, that's where you really start seeing him.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, but I do. But it's like, I just feel like with the kind of monster Pennywise is supposed to be, he should be seen sparingly, but you always feel that he's there.
Right. Well, it was like in the miniseries when they first introduced Richie or whatever, and everybody would just say, "Hey, beep beep, Richie," kind of like a thing that was like an inner kind of joke or an inner thing that they said, and it was really subtle that. What they did with that, you remember, of course, when he was down there in the boiler room and stuff, and he was looking for a mop because he had spilled food everywhere, and Pennywise, he transforms himself into the werewolf because that's what he was scared of. He was at the movie theater and he saw that movie, I Was a Teenage Werewolf, and freaked him out and shit, and he ends up, he's running away, and then he turns around. And there's Pennywise, and he says, "Beep, beep, Richie." Kind of, didn't spell out for you, but you got the idea that he knows what you're doing. He knows what's being said. He pretty much fucking has tabs on every fucking thing you're doing.
Yep.
So, I mean, I don't feel like this movie did that really all that much. This isn't really a spoiler. He does say that to Richie. He does say "beep beep, Richie," but it's out of context. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Doesn't work.
Because you don't hear. Yeah, it doesn't say it anywhere in in the movie other than that one scene. So I was like, yeah, it's kind of, yeah. Anyway,
and there's a throwback.
I'm just saying, long story short, go fucking see it.
I'm definitely seeing it.
Still, though, as far as Stephen King adaptations go, nothing is going to top The Shining.
I mean, so far, yeah. I mean, that TV remake that they did was pretty fucking crap.
It was boring as fuck.
Yeah.
I hated that little kid, man. He was so terrible, dude.
Yeah.
With his fucking bowl cut, man. Fuck that little asshole. Bucky Beaver looking piece of shit.
Are we talking about the miniseries or the movie?
Talking about the miniseries. And that little kid was pretty terrible in the original, too. And Shelley Duvall wasn't very good. Like, seriously, the only reason why people fucking remember the original Shining that was made by Kubrick is because of Jack Nicholson. Let's be fucking honest.
True.
Like, every other character could be fucking axed from that movie or recast, pretty much. Because, like, literally, he was the one that fucking carried that movie.
He did.
You know, it's like I was talking about that with a friend. You know, I think it was like a day or two ago, where I was like, you know, I could see them remaking The Shining, and if they did it like they did with this, you know, new Stephen King's It movie, I think it, you know, there's a lot of potential there that could be really entertaining. But I mean, it's still that whole, well, you stop remaking everything, and, you know, I don't know. I think that they could do The Shining today really well. There's some movies that you just, you know, you shouldn't remake, you know, that are just kind of timeless. Doesn't matter what age you're in. It's just, you know.
Yeah. Like Citizen Kane, no one should ever remake that movie.
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, that's one of, like, you know, The Godfather is another one. Scarface.
Scarface was a remake.
Well, I'm saying, like, Al Pacino's version. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That makes more sense. Which is the version everyone remembers anyway.
Pretty much.
Also should never remake Star Wars.
Jaws.
Well, I mean, they'll reboot it, stuff like that. And besides, you know what, man? Yeah, Disney wouldn't do that.
Yeah,
I don't think Disney would.
Yeah, they're not that heartless yet.
Pretty much.
Although they will.
Well, they're content.
Although they will milk it dry for all it's worth. Like, I remember watching this science fiction show on Netflix, and they had this little joke in it that there was a 36th Star Wars movie. How could you? I'm just wondering, like, are they assuming it's all based on the expanded universe stuff?
I don't know.
Not like that matters.
Well, everyone says episode 9 is going to be the last one, but it's not.
It was.
It's going to be the
you
last.
know that.
It's going to be the last chapter, but there's going to be an episode 10. There's going to be an episode 11. There's going to be tons of spin-offs. They've said there's going to be a Star Wars movie, at least one every year for the foreseeable future.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm so fucking tired of Star Wars, man. Like, seriously.
Yeah, like.
And I'm tired of Star Trek, too, and that's a fucking crying shame, because I love Star Trek.
Which series is your fave?
Next Generation.
Yeah, I'll go with Next Gen as well.
You guys need to check out SF Debris' reviews of Star Trek. They're amazing.
And you keep telling me about that. You've told me about that a couple times.
Yeah. Damn.
Yeah, you're telling me about the fucking one he did about Voyager or some shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everybody hates Voyager. Everybody talks shit on Voyager, but it wasn't that bad. I mean, if you're gonna say like everybody's like, oh, it's the worst one in the entire series, and I'm like, fucking really? I think fucking Enterprise was. Enterprise is a piece of shit.
Yeah, I mean, Voyager had its good episodes, but Enterprise, just like
Enterprise was dick, dude. That's why it got fucking canceled. It was a piece of shit.
Yeah.
I only watched a couple episodes of that.
Yeah, Enterprise. Although they tried to find.
Man, what was up with the fucking themes? Can I just, sorry to interrupt you, Brett, but can I just fucking go on for a second about the fucking theme song for fucking Enterprise, man? What fucking country rock fucking grocery store bullshit was that shit?
It's actually originally what's that guy's name?
I don't give a fuck what it was. It was terrible. It was garbage. It sounds like something you'd fucking hear, like, you know, either a grocery store, at the fucking dentist office, you know? And it's all like, yeah, that's what a perfect analogy. You know, it's I imagine getting my fucking teeth drilled like fucking Garth at a Kenny G concert in fucking Wayne's World. That's an old meme. But I just, yeah, everything about that. And I don't know who the fuck played that Vulcan in in that show or whatever, what her name was or whatever. But like every time you looked at her, like seriously, go fucking look it up, man. Like go look at some scenes with her in it. She's doing perpetual duck face. She has this fucking smirky fucking look and shit. And it's,
You done?
not only that, I wasn't a fan of Quantum Leap either. So you know what? Fucking launch my chode. I don't give a shit.
Scott Bakula.
Bacula?
Yep.
He is a vampire back? Damn, dog. No wonder he sucks. Bam. Ba-doom.
Yeah. I liked DS9.
DS9's okay.
The only problem with Deep Space Nine is it came off the shed of Next Generation, so it was really struggling to try and match the popularity there. And nothing against the show itself. The show was good. It was just overshadowed.
Yeah. It also had it was also overshadowed by the movies too.
Oh, yeah.
Yup.
Yeah, but there were
I think, DS9 started, like, midway through Next Generation, or really close to the Next Generation. And a lot of people didn't just, sit and watch it. And I know that what happened was Voyager, I think, started, like, near the ass end of DS9, if I'm not mistaken.
So
Yeah.
the problem
They were
was-
trying to
so the
loop
pro-
them together.
So the problem was that DS9 was just badly timed.
Pretty much.
That's not a bad way of putting it. But it was also, I'll give it this much. I mean, like, it was really ambitious for Star Trek.
Yeah.
Like, it was the one that was willing to break away with the mold the most.
And
Yeah.
try to do something different. Yeah. I can
So-
agree with you on that.
There's this new fucking Star Trek series coming out soon, isn't there?
Fuck that noise.
Is that
Yeah, I
like
saw like a
going by-
teaser or whatever, but
Like, I saw someone on a Razor Fist stream. Apparently, the Klingons are going to be stand-ins for Trump supporters.
what?
What?
I don't know how. I'd have to check that for factual efficacy, but knowing Hollywood, can you put it past them?
Well, their new American Horror Story. I saw the ad, and it's all about how the country's going to go to shit because Trump's president's like, oh, for fuck's sake, give it a fucking rest.
Hmm.
You know what, though? We've been going on for almost 2 hours. I'd say that feels like a good place to leave off of. So,
Sounds great, dude. Yeah. Fuck yeah. Thank you for having me on.
yes. And
Yeah.
So, yes, thank you for coming in on the Yank and Kiwi podcast. Join us again next week. I don't know if Curt will be here next week. Cannot guarantee that, but Deantay will. And just go check out their channels, guys. Show them some love. You guys have anything you want to say to the nice people?
Take care.
Testicles.